Hey, good morning, everyone. It's Rick in Seattle. I thought I'd do another sketch and paint. Uh, this style's pretty cool. It's pretty easy to do. I thought I'd do another sketch and paint. Let me lower this volume up here. Let me explain the sketch to you. It's very simple. Just start off. Here's my horizon here. It's about almost a little lower than halfway. So I'm going to have some like foothills back here. Then these are all trees in here surrounding the whole picture. This middle section's the sky. Clouds, blue, blue. These are just some kind of shapes of trees. Uh, I'm going to also, when I'm done, I'm going to put a pathway uh, to the front somehow at the very end. But when you put these bushes in here, these are bushes. Uh, Take out some of the lines you're not going to need that kind of run through the bushes. Get your sketch all ready. Like you don't need this line you need here, but some of the lines you don't need in there. Just take them out, erase them. Get a simple sketch up there. I'm going to have different color, tree branches up there. And I'll explain it as I go. You kind of want the stuff that's furthest in the back to be very light. And as you move forward in the painting, you get darker with the colors. So let's get started. I just started doing these yesterday, this style. So I put in here, this is new to me, but it's really fun to do. When I say it's new to me, this style of painting is new to me. Okay, not I've been painting for years, but here's the colors I got. I'm gonna mix mostly right in this section here. Red, yellow, yellow ochre, burnt umber, burnt sienna. This is sap green, black and white, and Prussian blue, ultramarine blue, and a light blue. And we're going to mix everything right here. I'm going to use it's an acrylic brush, okay? It's a number 8 filbert. This is 14 by 14. You should only have to use this one brush for the whole painting, okay? And the whole idea of this painting is we don't want to use hardly any water. When you clean your brush, dry it off with a paper towel, okay? We want we want to use the paint only because it's so small. We don't need any water to help it spread, okay? Let's start with the horizon here. This area right in here, I want light green, dark green, and then a really dark green here. So let's start with a light green back there. So how we do that, well, we'll start with the little yellow. Just use your brush to mix. Grab a little yellow here and grab some of this sap green, okay? You can use any brand of paint you want. And let's mix a light green here. I even want it lighter than that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to grab a little white here, titanium white, and really lighten it up. I might use a lot of white in my colors today. Once I get them mixed up, I might put white in it. Okay, let's run this across the back horizon there. Okay, this green. Just take your time. You can use small brush strokes, or you can, you know, long strokes. Let's get that painted in. Now at the very top, I'm going to grab a little more white on my brush and just put some more white in at the very, very top of that green to lighten it up some more. Just like that. All right, let's get a little darker on the next section. So just grab a little more sap green and let's just put it over here. And let's add a little more yellow. Just as long as it's darker than that green there. Let's make it a little darker. This is called blocking it in. We'll just block it in here with color. And try and blend those two together where they come together. This is a really easy style. Once you get your sketch in there, you just gotta start picking colors that you want. There we go. Now this grass here is going to be really dark, okay? So let's grab some sap green here, more of it. Just put it in that green that you already have and mix it really good. And we're going to get a dark green here, okay? Really dark. Now, if the viscosity is pretty bad here, you can see some of the white coming through. Grab a little ultramarine blue, and let's mix that into the green as well. Ultramarine blue, and it'll help it get darker, and the viscosity will be make it a lot darker. It'll help it cover better. Okay, see that? And it also give you a different tone of green. There we go. So there's the grass is done. Let's blend those two together. Very good. I'm going to rinse my brush now. I know it doesn't look like much right now, but depends where you start. So next I'm going to do these purple mountains back here. I want to make a, so this is going to be far away, so we want to make a light purple. Let's make purple first. We'll grab some red and ultramarine blue, and we'll make like a purple color. And let's put a little more red, a little more blue. I want it more purple. Let's add a little white to it. there's the color we want for those distant hills, okay? It's a really light purple for foothills. And just run some foothills back here. Just like that. I kind of like this purple. So I'm going to use some of this purple on this side here of this tree, right in this area here. And maybe up in this corner here. We'll put like this purple up here. These are going to be like tree clumps up there. Don't use any water, okay? Because if you use water, it'll get really runny. There we go. Good enough. All right, that's enough. I'm going to rinse the brush off. Let me do the sky now. So down here, I'm going to have white clouds, blue and blue, light blue, dark blue. So down here, I'm going to mix, I got some light blue here, powder blue. I'm going to put some white in there to make it even lighter. That's going to be my section down here. These are going to end up being clouds. I'll go ahead and I'll probably make them whiter. Once the painting gets going. For this next section of sky, we're going to add a little ultramarine blue to that light blue. And we'll make this next part of the sky a little bluer. You can see this is a smaller painting, so you can actually use small brush strokes if you want. Let's put a little purple in this blue up here. I'm going to grab a little of this purple and add it into this blue and get a different color for up here in the sky, like a light purple. There we go. Very simple. What's cool about this style of painting, it won't start looking good until you get all your trees in and your bushes. It doesn't look like much now. Wow. Look at that grass though. I want to lighten up this back grass with some yellow. So I'm going to rinse my brush, but you got to dry it off. Make sure you dry your brush really good. Let's grab some yellow. Straight yellow. Put it in the back of that grass back there. Just blend it in there. It's going to help the grass look further away back there. There we go. That looks cool. Yeah. I'm going to do these. These are supposed to be some kind of trees here. These uh, pointy rocket looking things. So let's do those next. I'm going to mix sap green. Take a little sap green over here and a little black, just a little black, okay? You don't need much. And we're going to make these trees pretty dark, okay? Just block it in. You don't have to fill it in completely because we're going to add more lighter colors to it. Just get some underpaint on there like that. Just like that. You don't have to, you can let some of the white show through there if you want. It's all going to get highlighted. Let's do this big tree here. I'm going to have a small tree in front of this one. I'll have to remember to put that in at the end. I have bushes down here. This almost kind of like, it's not a realistic painting. It's just all about shapes and colors. That's all. And then I got these back here, but I don't want them so dark, so that same color, I'm going to take a little yellow ochre and mix into that green. And we'll make those distant ones just a little lighter, okay? I just put a little yellow ochre in it. Very good. Look at that. Underneath these trees, let's put a little brown. I'm going to rinse my brush off. These are just small details. Just take a little bit of burnt umber and put a little white in it. Get like a light brown color. And just put it underneath those trees. Just like that. It's looking pretty good. Let's see who's in here. Oh, we got people in here, yeah. Now I'm not changing my style. This is just trying something different. Experimenting. Yeah, I did one yesterday. It came out pretty good. Uh, this style is almost like Impressionism because I'm not really trying to shape the trees perfect. It's more about shapes and colors. Tonalism, trying to get the colors to mix, but it's kind of hard with acrylic paint. It dries so fast, you know. These are going to be clouds. I'm going to make these a lot whiter now. What's cool about this style, I think anybody can do this because once you get the your sketch up there, you just got to follow your sketch and then, you know, just pick the colors you like and start working it. All these are going to be highlighted. I'm just trying to get the main color down right now. But I think this is supposed to be, we put in some brown right here. Yellow ochre and burnt umber right here. With this style, you don't want to wet the paint either. You want to put it on heavy. It's looking good. So that's why I'm saying when you rinse your brush off in the water, make sure you dry it because you don't want, if it's wet, you'll leave a lot of streaks in there. Okay. So I got some trees here I got to put in. I'm going to use a lighter, uh, maybe yellow ochre back there, mixed with yellow. Yeah, bright yellow ochre. Look at that. Yellow always looks good in that horizon area. Look at that. I'm going to use a very light purple here. I'm going to mix some different purple with the red and some Prussian blue. I think Prussian blue works better. It's almost like getting brown on me. Sometimes, depending on what brand you use, it's the purple, the red and blue, it doesn't mix like it's supposed to if it's a cheap acrylic paint. But it's kind of, it's okay. It's not the best looking purple, but I'm going to put it up there because I can lighten it up. with highlights. It's a really dark purple. And I'll make this one light. I'll just add a little white to it. Same color, just lighten it up a little bit. It's almost like a grayish color. Like I said, some of these acrylic paints, you know, when you mix blue and red, you're supposed to get purple. I like that. These are all going to be trees here, believe it or not. We put a pink. Let me add a little. Yeah, here, let me do this. Let me make some pink first with red. That's probably how you do it. Make a light pink, and then we'll add a little blue to it. Then I bet we'll get a better looking purple. There we go. This whole style is about just putting different colors in different areas. So up here, I'm thinking I want like a pinkish color. Now, down here. There we go. Right on. You like it already, huh? It looks different, that's for sure. Let me put some bushes in here. I'm going to use a dark green here. Sap green. Maybe I'll put a little burnt umber in it this time. They're all going to get highlighted. All these bushes with different colors. And I need some bushes over here. Yeah, put a little blue down here, like maybe it'll look like water. Very good. And some bushes here. Maybe in a little blue in this color. Look at that. Little burnt umber. Underneath. All right, let me put my palette down and look at this. Wow. It almost looks like a stage production, huh? It's looking pretty good, though. I'll start, where I'm going to start is back here. I'll lighten up all this in the back to make it look farther away now. Then I'll work my way forward. Yep, Daniel, you're on top of it. Now the whole point of, I got all these colors, you don't want to leave them like flat like that. So we're going to add more colors and highlights and everything. We're going to build upon this painting now. The first thing, we want to lighten up those distant hills. They're too dark, so I'm going to grab a little white on my brush. Let me grab a little purple now. There we go. Very light colors that you want way in the distance. I've got some powder blue here that I'm going to put close to the clouds here. Just to get some more tones in the sky. Get like multiple colors of blue up there. Look at that. Wow. Wowzy, wowzy, wowzy. I really like this so far. I'm going to highlight these trees now. What we're going to do, this was sap green. I'm going to make a sap green and white. Take a little sap green with a little white in it. It really makes it look different when you put white in it. See that? And I'm going to try and highlight the right side of these trees back here. Leave a little shadow in there. I'm going to use that same color on these here. Cool. It's looking good. Starting to take shape now. Let me see. I got to stand back and look at this. Wow. It's really taken on, if I wanted to make this look like Van Gogh, I could start using his style in here. But this is looking pretty good. So let's see. I'm going to highlight these bushes up here with, we're going to use some, it's funny, I'm not getting the purple I got. I got a really nice purple yesterday. I'm having a hard time getting that purple color. It's almost like making it brownish, you know. But this will work. Let's make some different colored bushes. It's all about color now. It's all about highlights now. You just build up on top of it. Try a little yellow down here. Let's see what happens. Oh, I need to make some orange too. Put some orange in here. Doesn't that look cool? The orange. I'm pretty much just like mixing colors now on my palette. Ba-dip-bip-bip-boo. I think I want this more yellow back here like yesterday. Grab some more yellow. Oh, it's got a little orange in it. That's all right. Maybe that'll look cool. Yeah, there we go. I like that. Is this in focus? Yeah. Oh, to go live. Do you have a YouTube Studio? It kind of tells you when your audience is on YouTube. and it gives you like the best times to like upload a video. But usually Saturdays and Sundays is the best day. That's when everybody's on YouTube. Now I keep adding highlights on as I go. Uh, this is even a lighter green. I'm trying to think what I'm going to do with all these trees because they're not the best looking colors up there. So I'm going to have to work them. Uh, need a little white. I need a little bit of white down here. There we go. It's looking pretty cool. I mean, it's kind. I'm not explaining it because I mean it's like I just started doing this style, so I'm pretty much experimenting right now. But look at that! I just kind of highlighted white on top of all that, and it looks okay. The white will soak into the color underneath. So what I think I'm going to do here, I'm going to I'm going to try and put some white around these trees here. Maybe a light green, a very light green, just to see what it looks like. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba. Boo doo boo boo doo boo. Wow. This really taking on a pretty cool look. Yeah, I hope you guys like it. definitely, definitely different. I could even put a little snow on those hills there. See that? Let me run a. I'm gonna run a water line now, coming from way back here. It always gives the painting a little depth. Okay. It's really easy to do with this type of knife. I'm going to cut a line in here, so maybe the water's coming from behind these trees. Just come straight out with a line. Try and keep it uh, uh, horizontal as much as you can, because then it'll look like it's coming from the back, okay? And then you want to get a little bigger as you move forward, but you can always make it bigger once you're done scratching it in. I'll probably bring it out that way there. That's good enough. I like that. It looks like it's really coming from way behind those trees. You see that? That's how you give your painting more perspective. I've just made all this stuff go further back by putting this in, okay? And when you put this in, keep your knife horizontal, okay? You don't have to do much more than that, because people will know that that's some kind of river, okay? Plus, I mean, we're not trying to make this look like, we're not trying to do it perfect. It's all about the colors. So I think I'm going to turn, this one it was kind of grayish up here. I think I'm going to turn this to a greenish color up there. I don't really like this gray here. But we'll see. Yeah, I'm going to do a light green up there. I think it'll look good. Like a light yellow green. Or maybe more pastel. I like the pastel colors. Which is when there's a lot of white in it. Watch how this looks when I'm done. So the gray will be the undertone now. We're just adding tree clumps to the top. Try and use different tones of green. The whole idea is to have different tones of color up there. Make one green light and make one darker, a little darker. Maybe add a little blue in it. Which I have to now. I got a bunch of blue up there. go back to the green. I really like that pastel greenish look. I don't know where that blue's coming from. It must be hitting it on my palette. I don't, oh, it's all over my brush right there. Now I gotta clean my brush up. I didn't want blue trees. There we go. That's the green I want. Do 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 do. All right, there we go. I got some like green tones up there. I like that. And I'll put a little blue up on top there. A little bluish green. Up top here for shadow. Let's see how that looks. I took all my clumps out though. I'll highlight it. I'll highlight certain sections now, I think. Let me see. And kind of bring back like the sections. There we go. All right, that's looking better now. Just got to keep working it. till you get it the way you want it. Wow. So this yellow is a little bright for me, so I'm going to kind of change the color up a bit. There we go. It was throwing my eye off that bright yellow. So this is definitely something different for me. But I like it. It almost looks like a stage production, like the drapes are opening up on the scene in the middle there, doesn't it? That's what it looks like to me. Like the let the adventure begin. What do they call those at the movie theaters? The when they open it up. The curtain. The curtain. There you go. It's actually a good idea for a painting. Have a curtain here with the landscape inside the on the stage. Just looking pretty good. I want to fix up this dark color down here with some of this purple. Purple. I wish I could make some of the purple like I did yesterday. If I used, I'm out of my Algerian crimson, so I'm having to use Cad Red light. So it doesn't make the best purple. Maybe if I think I'm going to mix it down first into a pink, a light pink, and then add a little blue to it. Because all it's doing, it's almost like, there we go. That's a good, it's a nice purple. You know what I don't have much in here is pink, so I'll put some pink flowers down here. Do do do. Sorry, I'm not talking much. I'm trying to concentrate on this. Wow, that really looks good. I kind of like the idea I did here with making these round now as I went up, like round clumps. So I'm gonna fix this one up here, and then the sky should be done. And I want to fix this part of the sky here, get a better color in here. And maybe give the clouds some dimension. Yeah. Trying to put a glow around the trees. You see that? Just a little glow. Wow. Everybody left. Everybody left the scene but me. Where did everyone go? Everybody left me, guys. But I'm going to finish this up. I don't care how long it takes. Let's see where I'm at. 1 hour. Look at that picture. It won't go in focus. Let's clean the lens a little. There we go. I just put this yellow, a light yellow around the edge of the trees, and look at that glow now. This is almost, I kind of like it. It's giving me more ideas for the future. I want to try and turn these clouds into so they look three-dimensional. Let me try it. I'm going to use a light blue. Yeah, so a light blue, very light blue with, I got light blue. I'm going to add a lot of white to it. A lot of white. And what I want to do is try and create Might have to go darker than that. It's not showing up. Or I have to use a gray. Let me add a little black to it. Just a hint of black to get a light gray. Let me try it again. Kind of what I'm going for. Hoping that'll soak in a little bit. It'll help give the cloud some dimension, you know. Yeah, good enough. Not the best, but I like it. Oh, I got some of you back. Everybody left. I was like the only one in here. So, I mean, it's looking pretty good. I like it. Let me put a few more highlights in my trees. If you've ever done a painting using white, it looks really cool. Like all this, I have white in it. You just mix a little white in your color, and then you'll get, then you can add more on top, more color like this to give it more highlights. Okay. Wow, I really like this. I'm taking a little extra time because it is it's a new style for me. So everybody left. I put a little bit of yellow around all the trees, the treetops. You see that? And it kind of made the tops of the trees glow. And then I put some shadows in my clouds to give them like a three-dimensional look. I'm working it is what I'm doing. You know what? Let me put the birds up in there real quick. I think that's going to make the sky look, because I got this part is all done. I just got to work that upper part still. Yeah, Daniel, I don't know if you're still in here, but you made the the fuggler video. What is a fuggler? Look at that bird. Wow. This thing is not staying in focus, is it? Is the fuggler like some kind of new, it's probably going to be the toy to buy for Christmas, I bet, huh? The stuffed animal. I remember a long time ago, everybody was looking for Elmo, and people were paying thousands of dollars for Tickle Me Elmo. That's what it was. Thousands of dollars for Tickle Me Elmo. Yeah, those are birds there, man. I think I'm already over an hour, so I'll probably work this a little more on my own. I really like it. I think I'm going to take it down with that one from yesterday. Take it down and hang it. See if it sells. I think it would look good like in a hallway or something. My brush is on the fritz again. I found out if you put these branches in there, it's good to put them like in between where the the bush comes down to the next one. If you put them in that area, then it kind of looks okay. Okay, like I would put one like right here where these two kind of come together. It's just like a good place to place them instead of have them all over the place. Like in between these rocks, you could put a like some here and then in between here instead of having them like in the middle sections. All right, I kind of like this. Unfortunately, I'm over an hour and 10 minutes now, so I'll finish it up on my own. But man, this came out pretty good. I think anybody could paint like this. So if you just sketch it out first, like I did, and then just start layering your colors. There you go, guys. I'm done. I'm going to put the dancing lights on. It's done. I appreciate you guys tuning in today. There's still a little more I got to do. I got to fix the trees up here. I'm going to put tree branches in all these trees up here. And that's about it. Do a little more highlighting down in here. Add some more colors. I don't have hardly any pink in there. Pink and orange, more colors. Thanks for watching, everybody. I appreciate you, and thanks for joining in on the chat. Sabine is in Germany. Right on. Thanks for stopping in. This is one of the newer styles I'm working on right now. I think you've been in here before, Sabine. I've seen you. Here's what started it all, the fluorescent colors. And I'm trying more of this style. It's a little different, but still looks cool. Thanks for all the thumbs up too, man. I appreciate it. See you on the next video. Cheers.